Hi everybody, my name is Hannah Green and I moved to Beals in the fall of last year to work at the Down East Institute. Some of you may recognize me. I help out with Mrs. Haskell and Mrs. Alley in the Education Center. And I'm a new volunteer here at Peabody Memorial Library, and I'm going to be reading you some storytime books. Hi everybody, welcome to our Easter story time. The first book that we're going to read to you today is Happy Easter, Pout Pout Fish by Deborah Deason. A bunny-looking fish says, "Hop along with me." Look, in the seaweed and over in the wreck. There, in the reef, so many spots to check. The friends found them all, but they're not quite done. For you, Mr. Fish, Happy Easter, everyone. The next book we have for you today is The Magic Scepter, Reginald the Rabbit, written and illustrated by Joan Creamer. After a long, cold winter, boys and girls look forward to the arrival of spring. This season brings Easter, egg hunts, and baskets full of treats. What most people don't know is that the rabbits of Carrotville look forward to Easter as well. You see, the job of preparing for Easter is passed down from one honored rabbit family to another. This particular year, Mr. and Mrs. Harvey Hare and their children, Rudy, Randall, Radcliffe, Haley, Hannah, and Harriet, were the chosen family. The Hare family was excited, but there was so much to do. They had eggs to decorate, chocolate bunnies to mold, and jelly beans to make. But the best part of Easter was seeing the children's happy faces when they saw their colorful baskets. The Hare family went right to work. Hannah collected eggs to decorate. Soon she learned that chickens lay only one egg each day. That means we won't have enough eggs by Easter, she sighed. Randall put a large pot of chocolate on the stove to make the chocolate bunnies. When he tried to form a bunny, the gooey chocolate ran all over the kitchen floor. "What a mess," he said. Haley, the fashion expert, was going to pick the colors for the jelly beans. Soon, she was distracted. "This fashion magazine dress matches my eyes," she remarked. When Radcliffe and Harriet practiced hopping with springs on their feet, they couldn't control their bouncing. "We'll never deliver the baskets of treats on time," they sobbed. "What should we do?" cried Mr. and Mrs. Hare. "We'll never be ready for Easter." Everyone was worried. "Reginald the Rabbit can help us. He can use the powers of the magic scepter," said Rudy, the youngest of the Hare family. "Really, Rudy?" cried Haley and Hannah together. "Wow, you could save Easter this year." So off they hopped, with Rudy leading the way to Reginald's carrot house. Being the oldest and wisest rabbit in all of Carrotville, Reginald was the only one able to borrow the magic scepter from Santa Claus at the North Pole. As he gave them the magic scepter, Santa Claus shared the secret words that make the magic scepter work. Since this is the holiday of eggs, the snowflake on top of the magic scepter turned into a beautiful, glowing crystal egg as Reginald and Rudy carried the magic scepter to Carrotville. Now what were those magic words again? Mumbled Reginald. Rudy rushed up to Reginald and whispered in his ear. Smiling, Reginald tapped the magic scepter 3 times and said, "Let every child believe in the Easter Bunny and the magic that happens at Easter." Poof! A magic rainbow with colored chicken feed, candy molds, pogo sticks, and jars of jelly appeared. Hannah fed the magic-colored chicken feed to the chickens. Not only did they lay more eggs, but they were decorated eggs. "Yippee!" shouted Hannah. Randall discovered making chocolate bunnies was a lot easier when you had candy forms to shape the chocolate. Said Rudy, sampling a chocolate bunny. Haley opened the jelly jars from which jelly beans burst out in all the new fashionable colors. "How beautiful!" everyone exclaimed. With the help of the magic scepter, Radcliffe and Harriet used their new pogo sticks to deliver the Easter baskets faster than anyone had ever done before. Reginald and Rudy noticed a few eggs had fallen out of the baskets that were being delivered. They had an idea, but would need a sign to hang in a tree. The Hare family was very happy. Thanks to Rudy, Reginald, and the magic scepter, it had been the best Easter ever. When the celebration came to an end, Reginald returned to the magic scepter to the North Pole. Its magic powers might be needed for another holiday. Now you know the legend of the Easter Bunny and the magic scepter. The end. Our next Easter book is The Big Egg Hunt. And it's written by Suzanne Wine. It was the day of the big kids and pups egg hunt. "Remember the rules," said Sheriff Lewis. "The pups find the eggs and the kids pick them up." "Go," said Sheriff Lewis. Charlie went with T-Bone, Vaz went with Cleo, Jetta went with Mac, and Emily Elizabeth went with Clifford. The dogs sniffed and sniffed. Clifford was the first to find some eggs. They were high in a tree. "Woof," he barked. Emily Elizabeth giggled. "We can't take these eggs. They belong to Mama Robin." T-Bone saw an egg under a bench, but before he had a chance to bark, Cleo barked first, and Vaz picked up the egg. Then T-Bone saw an egg on the slide, but before he had a chance to bark, Clifford barked first, and Emily Elizabeth picked up this egg. T-Bone saw an egg behind a rock, but before he had a chance to bark, Mac barked first, and Jetta picked up the egg. After a while, everyone had lots of eggs. Everyone but T-Bone and Charlie. They didn't have any. "I have no luck," T-Bone said to Clifford. "You can have some of my eggs," said Clifford. "No thanks," T-Bone said. I want to find the eggs myself. Then Clifford had an idea. He told it to Cleo and Mac. "Let's hide some of our eggs where T-Bone can find them," said Clifford. Mac didn't like the idea. He didn't think it was fair. "But it would make T-Bone so happy," said Cleo, "and Charlie too." "Oh, all right," said Mac. "How will we get the kids to help us out?" Cleo asked. "Just watch me," said Clifford. Clifford walked over to Emily Elizabeth. He carefully tipped over her basket and one of the eggs fell out. Clifford rolled the egg into the tall grass. T-Bone found it right away. "Woof!" he barked, and Charlie picked it up. Cleo walked over to Vaz. She carefully tipped over his basket and one of the eggs fell out. Cleo rolled it over to a tree. T-Bone found that one too. "Woof!" T-Bone barked, and Charlie picked it up. Then Mac tipped over Jetta's basket. He rolled one of his eggs toward the vines. "Woof!" T-Bone barked, and Charlie picked up the egg. Soon, T-Bone and Charlie had as many eggs as their friends. "You have lots of eggs now," Clifford said to T-Bone. "You are lucky after all." "I am lucky," said T-Bone, "but not because I found these eggs. I know what you guys did. You put these eggs where I could find them. I'm lucky because I have good friends who want me to be happy. Thanks, guys." So everyone ate eggs, and everyone was happy.